Hi everybody, Viana here from maplewoodroad.com. Welcome back. In our first video, Intro to Crochet, we learned all about the materials we'll need to get started, including yarn materials and weights, as well as how to read the label. We also learned about the different hook sizes. So now that we have everything, we can get started on learning our first stitches, which will be the slip stitch, chain stitch, and single crochet. So welcome back and let's get started. So we're ready to get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is learn how to make a slip knot in your yarn. We're at the end of the piece of the yarn here, close to the end. Leave a little bit of a tail. You're going to wrap the yarn around your index finger and thumb like this. You're just going to twist and take the longer piece and pull it through like this. Okay. You're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to insert it into that loop and pull it a little bit tight. Not totally tight, but you know, a little snug. Okay. Then we're going to have the tail on the inside of our hand, our left hand, like this. And we're going to hold it with these two fingers, like so. The way that I hold my yarn, everybody holds it a little different. The way that I do, I have the longer end draped over my index finger like this. You see how I have it? Okay. And you're going to hold your hook like so in your right hand. Okay? Along this little flat piece in the middle. All right. To make our first chain, we're going to turn the hook kind of sideways. We're going to insert it under the yarn, hook it, and pull it through that first loop like that. You can see that that made one little chain there. It looks like a V. All right. Do that again. Insert under the yarn, hook it, and pull it through. We're going to do that a few more times until we have, I think 11. So that was 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so you can see that is our first chain. Each loop, has a top and a bottom loop. As you can see, here's the top, here's the bottom, here's the top, here's the bottom. They each have 2 loops in them. To start our second row, we're going to skip this first one, this first chain, because this is going to act as our turning chain. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. We're just going to insert our hook into this top loop only, kind of in the middle. You see, just right through here. And then we're going to yarn over, this is called. We're going to grab it and pull it through that first loop only. Okay, so now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're then going to yarn over again and pull through both. Okay. We're now going to move on to the next one. You're going to insert just under that top loop, yarn over, pull through the first one. So we have 2 loops again. Yarn over and pull through both. Okay, through the top loop, yarn over, pull through one, yarn over again, and pull through both. Okay, we're going to do that a few more times until we're all the way across. And you can see right now we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to want to have 10 at the end, and I will explain why. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one, 10. Now the reason we had 11 in our chain and then 10 in our first row is because of a turning stitch. For single crochet, when you go to the next row, you need one turning chain. For different stitches, you need different numbers of turning chains, but right now we're just going to focus on the one turning chain for single crochet, which I will show you now. When you get to the end of your row, you're simply going to turn it over to the other side. Okay. You're going to insert your hook into your longer piece of yarn, yarn over, and just pull it through that loop. Okay. That is your turning chain. That will keep your work even on the edges so that it doesn't, you know, weave on the sides. Okay. We can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're not sure where you're supposed to start, just count back like that. You always want to count your rows to make sure that you're staying even. Okay, so before we only entered into the top loop. This time we're going to enter under both loops. When I flip this over a little, you can see that each stitch has 2 loops. You can see both of them here. This one and this one. This one and this one. They form like a little V. Okay, so in our first stitch, we're actually going to put our hook through both of those. Okay, through both of those loops. Then just the same, we're going to yarn over, pull it through the first. Again, we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over again and pull through both. And that is our first stitch in that row. Go to the next one. Make sure you're going through both loops, like that. Yarn over, pull through the work. Yarn over again, pull through everything. Okay, one more time. Go through both loops, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through everything. Okay, I'm going to do a few more to move along. And then I'm going to show you something else that is pretty unique to crochet. If you make a mistake while you're going across, you can fix it, which cannot be done in knitting, but it can be done in crochet. Let's say I get to this point and I realize, oh no, back here I made a mistake. It looks all messed up. What am I going to do? Well, with crochet, it's really simple. You just take your hook out and pull on your longer piece of yarn here until it gets undone to the point that you left off. So before your mistake, reinsert your hook and just do those stitches again. You'll never know it was there. You're going to redo it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on my 6th. 7. 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Okay, now again, we're just going to flip our work over, turn. Okay, don't forget your one turning chain stitch, just like that. And then again, you're going to just insert into both top loops, yarn over and pull through the work, yarn over pull through everything. Go into your next one, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through everything. You're just going to continue on this way until your project is complete. Now, a good first project may be to make a dishcloth, for example, or a pot holder. You're going to want to start with more than 10 or 11 stitches. As you can see, this is pretty small. So you may want to start with a chain of 20 or even 30 stitches. Just remember to keep track of how many stitches you have in each row, count them as you go, and don't forget your turning stitch at the end. Okay, when you're finished, you're just going to cut off your end with a scissor. Then you're going to take both of your ends, you're going to put it through a needle that has a really wide eye, and you're going to weave it in. I recommend going one direction and then the other. That'll lock it in place so it doesn't come undone. Okay, and that's basically all there is to the slip stitch, chain stitch, and single crochet. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask at any time. And please post your projects that you've created on our website, on our Facebook page. I can't wait to see them. I'm really excited to see what you've created. And I look forward to seeing you next time when we'll learn a few more stitches. All right, until next time.